speeds at 39 cents, guys. Now, I have been hearing we'll probably have a smaller or a dip first, then we go up and never stop, guys, right? Maybe one last shakeout. Bitcoin has been pumping though. Once again, it all depends on December 14th or 15th, if I'm not mistaken, guys, because that's when the FOMC meeting is with the Fed and whatnot. So pay attention. But next, before GPT 7 financial advisor value only for Mr. Intuitive. Unprecedented, guys. Fraud requires unprecedented cure again. Wow, this is interesting. You guys know why? Because do we see how the tide is shifting once and for all? Do we see how Trump is probably inbound again? From Disclose TV, Justin, next quote-unquote smoking gun from the Twitter files will address what happened after the election, says Elon Musk on Spaces, guys. Whoa. Interesting, right? This is crazy, actually. If we go to this next tweet, and then Donald Trump states this: I'm glad that everyone is now seeing the light on what I have been saying loud and clear for the last 2 years. That the 2020 presidential election was rigged and stolen by a combination of Democrats, big tech, quote-unquote law enforcement, and other bad actors. Sadly, we have become a corrupt country, perhaps one of the most corrupt anywhere in the world. Whoa! We must right this horrible wrong and take our country back. Wait a minute, guys. Something is happening here. Something is actually happening. Trump 2023. Remember, 2024 elections will not take place, so there's only 3 options here. Either the elections happen next year or in the year 2025, but I believe 2024 there's going to be a collapse, and then Donald Trump comes in as a savior of it all, guys. And unless the collapse happens in 2023 and it matches perfectly, guys, which I do have something which connects with a 2023 collapse, guys, but I'm going to be talking about it soon. But again, very fascinating stuff to say the least. Now, I can't believe this is actually happening. Breaking: Elon Musk tells me he will release all of the Twitter files. Listen to this. Wow.
It doesn't have a...
Yeah, I was just wondering if all accounts that were requested to have things taken down by the DNC and by the Biden campaign, even ones that have nothing to do with the Hunter Biden laptop, if they will also be released.
Yes, the intent is to release all the files. So it's not like anything that's hidden or anything.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. You cut out. Yeah, you cut out for a second while you were answering Alex.
I mean, I think this is, this is like whatever Stasi files or, Truth and Reconciliation. Like Nelson Mandela would say, it's if you want reconciliation, there must be truth. So, that's the intent here. Intent here is to just make it clear what was happening, and provide transparency about the past, and in doing so, to build trust about the future.
Awesome. So,
Interesting. He talks about building trust for the future, huh? Interesting, guys. Wow, so much is really happening, isn't it? Listen to this, guys. Elon was just asked about why he bought Twitter. This was his answer. Quote, my biological neural net concluded it's important to buy Twitter. If Twitter was not bought and steered in a good direction, it would be a danger for the future of civilization. And so, that's why I bought it, end quote. Wow. But you know what's fascinating at the same time? Also, it never hurts to own the collective thoughts of mankind in a data bank, especially if you're building a brain chip, right? Again, so many different narratives, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Comment down below. What do you guys think about what's happening right now? Right? So much is happening. It's absolutely crazy. The world is being flipped on its head, guys. Now, guys, are from part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. So, look at this, guys. This was actually crazy. Evacuate, right? December 3, 10 a.m. Mr. Pool is still accurate. December 3, Elon reported a fire at Twitter HQ, and the whole building was evacuated. I think some people are expecting a much bigger evacuation. Remember, not all his posts are literal. Exactly, guys. So, people need to understand Mr. Pool. Mr. Pool did post one time. All his tweets, all his posts have double meanings attached, right? So it could be anything at that point in time. Maybe it's a different year. Maybe it has something to do with crypto, right? Or this right here. The whole building was evacuated, guys. Interesting stuff. Now, Kang Space is out Q1 waterfall, right? Interesting as well because look at this. It seems like a waterfall on how many tweets he posted, right? A lot of different meanings to say at least. From Archie, look at this, guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3, by the way. 33 as well. On-demand liquidity, right? Again, isn't Archie a bot, guys? Right? If I'm not mistaken. How does he know? Unless there's a pattern that we cannot see. And if we could crack it, then we'll be able to see about the future timeline or the future events, right? Cryptomaniac has tweeted out, it is time, as we see right here. What, for a crash? And I'm pretty sure he tweeted after patience as well, guys. So let's be patient, right? But it's interesting because, guys, I keep returning back to this right here. Q1. What's going to happen in Q1, guys? You know what? Well, flare distribution starts on January 9th. Some clarity should be in place before that date in relation to XRP, maybe. Look at this right here. I think clarity or regulations come after in March, right? Around that time frame. But there's something very special about that date. Why? Look at this right here. From White Rabbit. They will share the same birthday. Again, this is all done specifically, guys, right? For a purpose. Everything that has to be done. January 9th, 2023, 14 years, which is 113. Another person points it out. And then January 9th, 2009, right? Nothing to see here. Will you look at that? Will you look at that? If you go down here, initial release, guys, right? Wow. Satoshi Nakamoto. The past proves the future. Once again. Token distribution 2023. Flare. When the storm is over, their signals will be seen, right? Again, flare. Or is this pointing towards what? That something will be happening in Q1 2023. Again, flare, right? A signal. Interesting, guys. There's a lot of different connections to be made, right? Clarity is near. It does sure seem like it. It's interesting because the general counsel at Ripple, guys, has been tweeting a lot recently, right? Correlating to what? The Ripple versus SEC case. Not only that, Mr. Poole posted this at 2020, guys. Look at that right here, right? Another 113, by the way. Again, something is incoming, guys. I'm not sure if this is going to be another Delta, but you guys can see how people are happy. Now, look at this right here. Another post, right? Interesting stuff. Again, that's in spring as well, guys. Now, this is how we tie it all together. You guys ready? As we swiftly near Scales Injustice again. Oh, and by the way, Scales Injustice is around that spring time frame as well. So don't forget about that. So this is how they mean, or this is why they mean what? That could happen anytime soon, or within the next few months. Per the Riddler timeline, don't forget what the Fuzzy Bear told us in Lodestar 3. Trust their plans, guys. Listen to this. As the pieces continue to fall and fit into place, the plans that have been talked about for decades continue to evolve and strengthen with every interlocking piece. Many other coins and their backers continue down that false road of hope where nothing happens. Whoa, what have we been seeing with all these other coins? You guys guessed it. Regulations will still be a wrench, and they are still being thrown freely by the king. But Ripple is always 5-9 steps ahead. Ripple is not alone, and be certain that they have some big guns behind them. Regulations are something that are being dealt with, but be confident that Ripple, their allies, and that beautiful XRP is ready. This is the one right here. Why else would Ripple have an office in DC, the front line, mind you, where they are shoulder to shoulder with Congress, embassies, seats of government, and the president? Come on, guys, right? This is all a damn show, right? But a real show, in fact. At the same time, it's all fake. It's a crazy thing, guys. How people still don't understand. how they are all friends behind the scenes. From Crypto Geek. Breaking: Swift and Banksters sued Ripple in order to buy time to develop their own Ripple XRP knockoff. Let's check this out, guys.
And there was another frivolous lawsuit of Ripple Labs by the U.S. government. David, just to slow them down.
They're just kicking the can down the road. They're just slowing the pace.
Because the banksters are not ready. And
I'm going
to make a bold comment, and it's just in my own vernacular. The banksters are good at fraud and murder. They're not good at software engineering.
Yeah.
Okay, there are lots of precedents. Like Neil Keenan was murdered and replaced. He was all about the old bonds, the gold-backed bonds. They murder people left and right. They actually murdered somebody, a source of mine. They murdered a close friend of his in Europe, and it really shook up my friend. The banksters sued XRP and Ripple Labs in order to buy time, not so much to hold them back as to, well, it's two motives. One, to hold back the development of the Ripple Labs, but it didn't work because they're still working. And the other motive is to buy time in order for the banksters to develop something in a similar manner with the intellectual property so that they can match Ripple and say, we've got our own Ripple. We don't need your Ripple, but they failed. And now they're saying, we need your Ripple. We're going to make a deal with you. We're going to have a timetable. We're going to have a schedule. It's going to be 18 to 24 months. We've got a span of time, and it is our accord. It's proof that the banksters failed in developing a similar system to XRP, and the same thing happened with Reggie Middleton. They failed in developing the building blocks for the digital financial structures that include banks and bond markets and stock market. It's the whole work.
Wow. So, again, different perspectives, right, come into play. This is beautiful, guys. We all know at the end of the day, there's a lot of corruption that's taking place, but at least everything's now being exposed. Nobody's safe anymore, right? We have been seeing the tide shift. My belief all this time was they are trying to delay this whole situation, this whole case, because of the fact that the world isn't ready, right? So when the case concludes, the world would then have been ready. Has to be, at least, or close to. It's one of the two, guys. Once lawsuit ends, you need to hold your XRP for the next 3 months. What's going to happen, guys, right? Again, maybe go up and never stop. Pharaoh Elon recently released the Twitter files. Now it's Ripple's turn to release the Hinman emails. TikTok ends where it begins. 16 days left. It's done. 19th, you will get your announcements. Be ready for a Christmas present. Pool has P left. P16. Reverse 91 for Phoenix. Enjoy. Again, is there going to be a present for Christmas this year, guys, right? 2 years ago, the Grinch stole Christmas for us. But this year, what will it be? 16 days till the case is over. The worst part is over. Congratulations, XRP Army. Destiny awaits. Interesting, right? 16 days. 91 is for Phoenix as well. Now, a fountain for tasty concert Baba Cooks. XRP all-time high in December, January. You know the rules. Time reveals all. Which calendar are we using again? Guys, I can't wait because so much is happening, and so much will be incoming as well, guys, right? I still believe we go up and never stop, guys. I'm just waiting for the FOMC meeting to take place to see what actually happens. I'm pretty sure 50 basis points, guys. We go up and never stop. Let it happen, right? Now, financial advice. But anyways, that's all for you guys. Enjoy today's video, guys. So please, guys, amazing day it is. See ya.